Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sahil Bawa, your very own tech and smart home enthusiast, and today we will be reviewing a very special device by a brand called HomeMate. First of all, thank you so much HomeMate for sending me this smart extension so that I can review this and provide you guys my honest opinion about this device. Now this device is basically a smart extension that comes with 4 of these sockets, and if you have voice assistants enabled like Amazon's Alexa or Google's Assistant in your smart home setup, then you can even connect them natively to these assistants. First of all, let's talk about the features of the smart extension cord. The biggest one in my opinion being that each of these 4 power points on the extension cord is universal in nature, which means that if you, let's say, travel to a country like the US, somewhere in the US, or a country like Canada, where the power points or the plugs are a little bit different in shape and size, you can still fit those inside this power point. And that is something because, you know, if you end up moving in a different country or you have a different kind of plug here in India, then you will be able to use those with this power point, and that's saying something. The second feature that I like is that it requires no hub, which means for this device to work with your voice assistants like Amazon or Google's Assistant, then you only need this to be plugged into power. That is it. And this will connect to Wi-Fi. It does not need a man-in-the-middle hub, which will help you connect this to your voice assistants. And then the third feature that I love is that each of these 4 power sockets on the extension cord are individually controllable, which means when you download HomeMate's app and connect this to HomeMate's app, you will be able to control all of these 4 extension points separately. So you can plug in your TV to one point, you can plug in your PlayStation to another point, for instance, and then you can tell your voice assistant stuff like, you know, hey, turn on the TV or turn off the TV or turn on the PlayStation and turn off the PlayStation. Okay. And the power will be provided accordingly to those power points. And that is something because I don't want to turn on the entire extension cord at once. Of course, I want to turn on only the device that I want to use. And that is a good feature in my opinion, and every extension cord that claims that it's smart should be providing that to you. Another great feature which I personally will not use, but I think it may add value to other people's usage, is the energy monitoring features. So using HomeMate's app, you will be able to monitor how much power does each of these sockets use when you connect a certain device to these sockets. And that can be great for somebody who wants to minimize their power usage or wants to understand, you know, which device is consuming the most power so that they can control their electricity bill. I think that's a good feature. Now let's quickly connect this device to power, boot it up and connect it to HomeMate's app after downloading it from the App Store. If you're an Android user, you can download it from the Play Store as well, and then see what all features does this device actually offer. You can search for HomeMate app on your Apple App Store or on your Android's Play Store, and you can download it on your device where you want to install this app. I have already downloaded this app and I have logged in through my account. You may also want to download it and log into an account. If you don't already have an account, then make sure that you create one. Once you're inside the app, once you're logged in, you just need to click on Add Device and you need to reset your device. So just hold the power button for 5 seconds and the LED light on the device will start blinking, and that tells you that the device has gone into pairing mode. Once it's gone into pairing mode, you add this device on the app, tap on auto scan, and your device will be quickly discovered on the app if it's nearby. So you tap on next, make sure that you are connected to a 2 GHz network and not a 5 GHz network. Enter your password for the 2 GHz network and then confirm. Once that's done, just let the app do its thing. You can name the device whatever you want and then just tap on done. Once the device is connected, you will be able to name each of these switches individually. So if I have connected my television to the first switch, for example, so I'll just name it television. If my second switch is connected to, let's say, my PlayStation, so I will just name it as PS4. Let's just quickly name the other 2. So now as you see, there's one common button on top. Using that common button, you will be able to control all the 4 switches together. So if you turn off the main switch, all your 4 points have now been switched off. If you turn on the main switch, all 4 points will be turned on. If you want to individually control these switches, you will be able to individually turn them off or on, depending on which device do you want to switch off or switch on, depending on your usage. But the main reason why we want this is because we want to be able to connect them to our voice assistants. Okay. So that if we have let's say an Echo device at home or a Siri device at home or whatever, we want to be able to connect them to our voice assistants so that we are able to control them through voice. In this demo, we will be going through Alexa, but the Google Assistant steps are very similar and you will be able to do them. Just follow the on-screen instructions provided on the HomeMate app.
Okay.
If I tap on Alexa over here in third-party integration, it takes me to a page where it asks me how do I want to connect. The account password connection is a bit complex when compared to the other option available on the screen, which is your verification code. So if you tap on the get button, you will get your verification code over here. You just copy it and it will copy it to your clipboard. Make sure that you have your Alexa app installed on your device. If I tap on more, I have an option that says skills and games. So I tap on skills and games and I tap on the search option and I just look for HomeMate. So here the first option you can see is HomeMate Smart. So if I tap on that skill, I will be able to enable it in my account. So I'll just tap on enable to use. It will ask me for my PIN. So if I just paste my PIN that I copied to the clipboard here and click on the arrow button, I will be able to authorize my HomeMate account to be able to connect it with the Alexa account. Just close. Once that is done, I can either discover devices or I can not do that and directly again just go to my app. Here if I go to devices and then my all devices, I will be able to see all my devices that I have connected to my Amazon's Alexa so far. So using HomeMate, I had set up PS4, Ted Lasso, television, and HM demo. That was the name for the main PowerPoint. So if I turn this HM demo on or off, I will be able to switch on or off all the 4 plug points together. And then I also have this socket in the bottom. So all of these devices are now available. If I want, I can add them to groups using my Alexa account, or I can just leave them be and ask Alexa just to switch on or switch off something if I really want. So if I say switch off PS4 and then I head over to HomeMate's app and check my device here, I'll see that my PS4 has been turned off. So if I go back, and if right now you can see that my television is turned on. So if I go back to my voice assistant and I say switch off the television, and I come back to my HomeMate app, I can see that my television has been turned off. So if you have a voice assistant at home, for example an Echo device, you can now say the same stuff to your Echo device, and the Echo device will be able to control these plug points directly. I hope that this tutorial helps you out, and I really hope that if you end up purchasing this device from Amazon, it adds great value to your smart home setup. If you have any questions, you can always comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I have already done some videos on home automation using devices like those of HomeMates to connect them HomeKit-lessly to Siri, and I will soon be doing a video how to connect them to HomeKit. So make sure that you have subscribed to the channel so that whenever I post that video, you get to know as soon as possible. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a big fat thumbs up. If you did not like this video, then make sure that you send it to somebody who you do not like, so that it may ruin their day. As always, I hope that you're staying safe and staying healthy. I will see you later. Bye.